Today, we're going to try to get realistic Deluge drums.
Freebeat.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Today's patron shout-out goes to Lee Crampton. Thank you so very much for the support. Let's get started. Sorry if you can hear the maintenance people outside my apartment right now. They have never shown up at this time before, and yeah, they just randomly did today and started working, so sorry for that. Anyway, today I want to try and get realistic sounding drums on the Deluge. However, I'm not really referring to the sounds themselves, because we're just going to be using some of the stock kits that come with the Deluge. Now, today the realism is coming from the fact that I am actually going to be playing the drums on my electronic drum kit, my Roland TD-17 to be more specific. The way we're going to do that is we're going to MIDI out of the TD-17 via 5-pin into the MIDI in here on the Deluge. I'm going to map a few of the pads, like the kick pedal, that's not a pad I guess, but the kick pedal, the snare drum, the hi-hat, and probably another cymbal, maybe a tom, to some of the samples in the Deluge, turn on the click track, and then play to that, recording the MIDI data into the Deluge. Then we'll come back to the desk and see what we can do to, kind of play with those sounds. Maybe we do need to quantize some things a little bit, depending on how well I'm feeling like playing drums today. You know, the options once we get back to the desk with the MIDI data are really endless. So let's set ourselves up for success real quick here. Let's turn on the Deluge. Let's hold shift and click in the main encoder here and go to record. Then we're going to go to quantization, and we want to make sure, okay, quantization is off. That means that no matter what I play on the drum set, it will show up on the grid. It won't try to, snap it to the beats themselves, to the individual steps, or quantization as it's called. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is plug in the MIDI out via 5-pin from the TD-17 module into the MIDI in of the Deluge. Then what I will do is hold the learn/input button on the Deluge along with the audition pad of the sound I want to map. Then I will just hit the pedal or pad that I want to map that sound to on the drum kit. We'll do the snare drum, the kick drum, the hi-hat. We'll do this low tom down here. Now all that's left to do is hold shift and turn on the metronome, press record, and get ready to play. I'm not going to close the recording loop here, so if inspiration strikes me halfway through playing, I can just keep going. All right, well, that went pretty well, honestly, I think. Let's go ahead and hit play and see how we did. Let's turn off the click first, actually. And let's loop it at 4 measures long, I believe, is what we played, right? I think we'll find out pretty quick. Let's hit play. Yeah, cool. That looped perfectly. My timing was pretty good. Of course, this is all unquantized, so I'm actually quite pleased with my playing there. Yeah, sounds pretty cool. Again, sorry for any outdoor noise if you can hear it. One thing I want to bring some attention to are these flams here in the 4th measure. If you don't know what flams are, they're basically 2 snare drums right next to each other, so like, brah. And we've got a couple here in this last measure. Looks like right here on the snare drum track, and I know there's one at the end. Yeah, and that's one thing that the Deluge is so good at, is not having really any false limitations. We can zoom in all the way into 128th notes here, which really, when it comes to unquantizing, I mean, technically nothing's unquantized ever. You'll always find a number that technically equates to what was played. But let's go to the very end of this here, and I'm actually going to keep it at 64th notes. Yeah, we can see there's our flam right there. So it's a pair of 64th notes. In fact, we need to zoom in even further because we can see, there we go. There it all is. There's the flam. My timing there is really, really close. I believe this would have to be right here for it to be perfect, but we're at 128th notes, so who really cares? Yeah, that's so smooth. Beautiful. And of course, the real beauty of this is that it's all just MIDI data playing samples, so we can mess with it like we would anything else on the Deluge. We can put some reverb on the kick and snare, pan our hats a little bit. We could even switch to a completely different kit. I quite like that one. I just can't get over what a difference having the drums unquantized, played live with real dynamics makes to even just a simple 4-bar phrase like this. And of course we can copy the whole thing, you know. Now we've got 8 measures long, right? If we zoom into 16ths, yep, we've got 8 measures of it. And we can still go in and sequence different things. So I can take this clap and put it at the end here. Yeah, that's so cool. Let's do this thing here, and let's pan this one hard to that side, and this one hard to the other side. Yeah. Reverb. That is just so cool. We can also use Effect Entire to, I don't know, mess with like the filter cutoff for the whole kit. Yeah, awesome. That's so cool. This is like the ultimate combination of having a live drummer with the benefits of, well, just modern MIDI technology, and of course the Deluge amplifies that to about a zillion because it's battery powered. I'm running this off of just the internal battery right now and a pair of outs to my audio interface. We could even unplug these and just use the freaking onboard speaker. Of course, as soon as I start doing that, the lawnmower guy gets near. I'm going to call this a huge success, but before we wrap it up, let's hear it with Kit 10, which is my favorite kit. This snare drum is super aggressive, so I don't think it's going to sound very good, though. Yeah, not great. Let's go to measure 8 real quick here, and let's go into triplets view, and actually let's wipe this last bit of the measure, go into triplets view, and put in some hits. Just automate the volume a little bit, and yeah, let's hear this now. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Actually, no, let's take those ride cymbals out and put toms there instead. All right, I'm going to zoom us out here so we can see the entire 8 bars in one screen. Let's hit play and listen to our pattern. How cool is that? I am pretty excited about the possibilities here because it means basically I'm going to be able to write whatever music I want, and then instead of programming my drum part, I'm going to be able to sit down at the kit and play it and have that real human performance behind these samples. So I am indeed going to get the best of both worlds, which, man, that just has me ready to go. I am inspired and ready to work. I do hope you enjoyed this video. I hope the yard work going on outside was a non-issue. If you did like this one, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you didn't, you know where the thumbs down button is too. That's okay. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Bye.